Welcome back, I'm DRN and this is Mechabellum. This is this week's tournament. We're going to our fourth game. We've won 2 and lost 1. Here we're going to be going up against CraVeN, who's got the same winning record we do, 2-1, and 80,000 combat power, so he's no beginner. Let's go. Ooh, nice. Heavy ammo with tanks and marksmen, that's perfect. It's a combination of good anti-chaff, a solid front line, and anti-air built into your snipers. So all we'll need to add is some chaff to have a nice rounded composition. Our opponent CraVeN has gone for Crawlers plus Phoenix, and he is Aerial Specialist. Ooh, that's a good start for him, starting with the Phoenix with bonus range. We're just going to spread out our units so we've covered both towers. And he's got 3 sets of Crawlers, so we can't have a midline sniper, unless we can protect it somehow. No, this wouldn't work. A missile from the front line would hit the corner tank and still blow up the sniper as well. It's not ideal. Don't want to offer too much value. Even though early missiles are generally a bad idea for our opponents, if you give them too much value, it makes it less of a bad idea, if that makes sense. Right, let's grab Crawlers as our chaff, because they're stronger than Fangs in the early game. We want something that can run out in front of the tanks and catch bullets for them. So the Phoenixes aren't getting too much value straight away. It's going to be Crawlers fighting Crawlers, so I'm going to put them horizontally behind the tower. They'll still split up and fan out a little bit, but it'll be 2 larger packs rather than a single steady stream. Okay, he's gone for Crawler Overload. He's got 5 sets of Crawlers in round 1. It's a strong opener, but I wouldn't normally pick it if my opponent's showing tanks. His Phoenixes are very far back. I've seen this a few times today, and while it keeps them super safe, it also means they have less of an impact on the fight. Personally, I play my Phoenixes further forward, kind of horizontal with the backline of this set of chaff, and then taking into range if I need to keep them safer, if they come under threat. So Crawler Overload is better into something like Mustang or Marksman alongside Fangs, because those are units that normally struggle to clear chaff fast enough. It's good for the late game though, because he's got so much chaff already on the board, and he can just focus on buying the right carries to defeat our stuff. Here you can see they're just not having the impact. We've dealt with his massive Crawlers, and now we're just going to have to deal with the Phoenixes. Our snipers will shoot them down for us. Nice. Wow, he only killed 3 of our tanks. It's only a small victory, but it's an important victory, because it's going to have an impact on every round going forwards. Ooh, Missile Strike, Haste Module, Deployment Module, or Electromagnetic Impact, the small one. I don't think we can get good value from the Missile Strike, but I think he can get really good value from the Missile Strike right here. So I think we have to skip, much as I would like the Haste Module, and we're going to drop a shield here. The advantage of winning the round before means I'm hopeful that this shield will last more than 1 round and get big value for us. Let's get an extra set of tanks and an extra marksman, because it's got this big hole in the midline. Don't forget to unlock a unit. And yeah, we'll need more chaff going forwards, but I'm happy with this front line, it looks pretty solid. Let's see if we've made the correct read. Please don't hit these Crawlers. Surely this is too tempting a target to ignore. Ooh, I like his arc light pickup here. They're a little bit far forward though. If we get ranged on our snipers, we can punish that. Go on, where's this missile going? Don't leave me in suspense. There we go. I think he slightly misplaced that actually. I would put mine about here. To hit both the Crawlers and the tanks. And a missile to destroy some tanks, nice. Again, if he'd put that right on the right to hit the very right hand tank, he would have got more of the Crawlers too. But I think this means he's going to win this round, because he's cleared a path to our right hand tower, now he won't be able to defend this sniper. He's doomed. Losing this tower is pretty bad. So now my focus here is on hopefully trying to save this shield. We want our snipers to walk out of it, or the Crawlers to be the one to kill the snipers, so the shield doesn't get popped by the Phoenixes. Come on, Crawlers. Feels a bit weird to be supporting your opponent's units, but I really want to save the shield. Yes, come on, faster! No. Ah well. Not a big deal, but would have been nice. All because of one pesky missile. None of these units are great for our composition. Overlord is worth 400, level 2 Scorpion is worth 450, same for the Wraith. I'm going to take the Wraith even though the Fangs are worth more, because we're going to be selling this, and selling the Fangs will come over 2 turns, and in the meantime feed a ton of XP to his Arclights, which I do not want to get out of control. I'm expecting another missile play, so let's drop some Sacrificial Fangs that aren't level 5, experience Pinatas. It might seem silly to have passed up high level Fangs, but I do not want to feed experience to my enemy units. And everything else offered there was terrible into Phoenixes, so I think we can do more with the money they've given to us than the units themselves. So now we've balanced out our tanks and protected them from missiles. He's got so many crawlers. I think we have to go Mechanical Rage for the rate of fire increase, because these tanks are our chaff clear. And once we've dealt with the chaff, the snipers will deal with everything else. I'm worried about the flanks. We've already dropped the extra unit, and I don't want to spend missiles covering them. 200 left over is these research centre upgrades, otherwise I'll forget about them in the late game. Ooh, 2 big overlords. Our sniper's going to have to do good work here. We'll get early anti-air for them, which gives bonus range and damage against aircraft. Nice try. Magic doesn't work twice. My worry here is the overlords are really good at killing tanks. We need to distract them with crawlers. And we are light on crawlers, so we might get punished here. 1 Arclight down, nice. That should keep what little crawlers we have alive a little bit longer. We need to work our way through his chaff before we can get to the overlords. And then we need to work our way through the overlords before we can get to the Phoenixes. Oh, this is what they call defense in depth. It's very hard for us to get through to the key units. But our tanks are trying, bless them. You go guys, get that tower. Point those aircraft away from our precious marksmen. No, sniper down. Nice, turn pivot, no. He's gonna get the tower and save this Phoenix. No. That was so close. Frustrating, but it is what it is. He spent a fortune on missiles, so our board strength should be stronger than his in time. It just doesn't feel like it right now. Ooh, so many spells. He's gonna have a field day here. The Javelin would be great for destroying one of these overlords, but I'm gonna go with intensive training because I want to get board strength. I think we don't win by playing catch up with ability powers. I think we win by getting stronger board. Don't let your opponent bait you into playing their game plan. A level 3 sniper with anti-air can destroy an overlord in 1 shot, which is the same effect as the Javelin would have had. He can do it every turn, not just once. Remember, ladies appreciate stamina. We're here for the long game, not just the one and done. Is this a game for Replicate to try and distract the overlords for even longer? No, we need to be winning the fights before we take Replicate. So let's get an extra set of late arriving chaff to protect our snipers in the late game. Okay, he's gone full commit to the overlord. He's producing wasps from them, which provide extra bodies to protect them, so we're going to need some Mustangs next round. He's gone range as well? No, it just looks like long range. Camera angle playing tricks on me. Come on, we need to get these snipers onto these boats, otherwise they're going to get so much value from summoning these wasps. Nice, go on, get him before he summons. Whoa, what a shot, but it's not a kill. Ugh. But that one is nice. Just before the wasp popped out. There we go, back in control, back on top. We got this. Slow and steady wins the race. We aren't losing, we're just pacing ourselves. We were totally losing. Oh, I'm so sorry. We just got given the perfect answer in these Mustangs. If he's clever, he takes the steel balls and goes mechanical division to get extra chaff. But even then, I'm not sure it can outvalue what these Mustangs can do for us, because these will annihilate the wasp that he's summoning, and provide an extra layer of chaff for our marksmen. Here we go, double the stats for half the price. So good, so much value. Oh, our board has gotten so much stronger in just 2 seconds. This is an insane power-up. 300 left over, what's it best spent on? He's got a missile, so we should shield. The missile only does 3,000 damage though, and that's got 6,400 health. I guess this side's got less snipers, so this will be the side that he goes for. But we don't play dice. We're here to win. Let's cover both sides. Melting point, interesting. I didn't think we had anything worthy of it. Maybe he's trying to prevent us going Vulcan or something, I'm not sure. I think in his position I would definitely have taken the steel balls, got mechanical division on them, and then gone subterranean blitz on my crawlers. Or maybe even replicates to get out of control. Next turn we go anti-air on our Mustangs and range on our snipers. There's the missile, but again I'm not really sure about the exact positioning of this one. I guess Mechanical Rage might push them out of the shield, but he wouldn't have known where the shield was. Only hit 2 of our tanks and they're level 2, so it's barely a scratch. Mustang is getting so much work done. A little bit worried about this melting point. We don't really have an answer to it, but I guess we just mob it with millions of Mustangs. Whoa, synchronized kills by our anti-air snipers. They are not messing around. Right, he's going to have to go fire next turn, right? Vulcans or Stormclaws with fire. He's seen how many units we've got on the ground. We've got shields up, we can do anti-missile tech inside them to keep them safe. Well, you can have a taste of your own medicine. You can't shield aircraft with an ion cannon. God bless the Global Defense Initiative.
Select target. Ion cannon charging.
Thank you. Alright, let's get our upgrades, double the stats for half the price, can't say fairer than that. Give our crawlers subterranean blitz, they can go underground and avoid the fire. Let's put a pair of anti-missile devices down to shoot down any missiles that might try and drop fire onto our precious Mustangs. 300 left over. What do we need? Let's get some more tanks and another sniper. Let's put him on this side if we're going to iron cannon the right hand side. We're pushing for the win here. Might be a turn too early, but I want to use this intensive training. Let's get these tanks up. Frontline and chaff clear. What more could you ask for? Ooh, even more value for the iron cannon. I like it. This is going to be devastating.
Ion cannon ready.
Here it comes. Bzzz. Oh, I thought it would do a little bit more than that. Got myself all excited for nothing. Okay. Okay, it finished a bit stronger, but man, those melting points are a bit tankier than I expected. I guess being level 2 helped. He's got a lot of big melting points, but we don't really have any big targets for them to hit in return. Weight of numbers and steady damage from our Mustangs, just bringing them down slowly. It's like watching army ants swarm over a tarantula. No one ant could kill it, but all together they're a force to be reckoned with. Ooh, almost got him. He's relying on these melting points so much. What's their range? 155 meters. What is the range of a Scorpion? Sorry, I don't know this off the top of my head. They're a relatively new unit. 110 meters. No, we can't outrange it, so I can't use an Amp Core Scorpion to kill them. We could go Siege mode, I guess, but I don't like the damage reduction. Let's grab the Amp Core. Any tanks level 3? No, not yet. Get the snipers up, they've earned it. We're pushing and taking temp range, we're closing this game out. You guys have earned it too. And who did the most damage? You did. Here you go. Right, ranging our snipers, they can pick out the bigger stuff sooner, and then a bunch more snipers. We've somehow ended up in sniper carry territory. It's an old code, but it checks out. Do we want another shield? I think the melting point in the middle would just pop it if I put it here. So we've got 100 left over. We could take the crawlers up, we could do speed. Or we can go for the classic missile closer to kill off his chaff. Every time I've done this recently though, it's hit shields and been blocked. But you never know, we might get lucky here. Fingers crossed, eh? We've got longer range snipers now, so if we clear the chaff faster, we get them onto the big targets in region. Split beam on the melting point. Now they are shorter range and the Scorpion trick would have worked. Dull. Typical. Here we go. Nice, we've got the sniper onto the overload already. Marksmen are doing their work. It's going to have an uphill battle now. We're just shredding the boats. Now, can we get these melting points down in time? This one on the right's got an amp core. Yeah, there's no way he wins this. He's got to know it's GG. I'll wait a few seconds, then I'll type it. Give him a bit of space to process and grieve the game. If you type it too soon, people say it's bad manners, but the game is deterministic. You know the outcome as soon as the round starts. In a close game, I'll say GG either way before we even start the final round. Just acknowledging that the game could have gone either way. But I think we're comfy here from the Mustang drop. I don't think melting points are what he needed. Right, what was good, what was bad? So the key here was us getting the Mustangs when he went for the melting point. The melting point was a little bit far forward. Guess it was hoping he would deal with the tanks, with the range bonus. But the issue was it was running to the snipers and getting picked off. Snipers got a little bit out of control, level 5. His overlords. Wasps, not bad, but no range or combat abilities, little bit tame. I liked his early chaff, that's what kept him in the game. But as soon as we took mechanical rage on our tanks, his chaff advantage was just gone. These fangs were just there as missile shielding. They didn't do an awful lot, but they did stop the missiles from picking off our tanks. I bought these anti-missile devices in case he went Vulcan with incendiary bombs or storm cores with fire, but he didn't do that. Even though we were showing an awful lot of Mustangs and our crawlers on the ground as our chaff, he just let us have those. Maybe he was hoping the arc lights with the range would deal with it, but he just left our units on the table for far too long. Number of kills, it's just steady. Clearing the chaff, letting the sledges and the snipers work. Just look at the damage on the snipers. 250,000 damage, 140,000 in the final round. Wow. All of our snipers did a good shift. All in all, this is a fairly standard game. It's a bit too giant-centric. Giants are good, giants are strong, but we could have gone elite snipers next round if we lost this one, and we would have been one-shotting his giants. He needed more bodies on the board, either more chaff or more medium-sized units as well, to stop us getting onto those overloads so fast. Anyway, let's see how much combat power we've gained or lost. 1,000, not bad, but 1 MMR was a bit of a mismatch. Tournament games can pair you with anyone. As long as you've got the same number of games won, the system doesn't care. I guess I like, because it keeps the purity of the tournament, and it means I can play the best players in the world, or other people can play me, but some of the games do feel a bit brutal. Well, thank you for watching as always, hope you enjoyed this one. I'll see you tomorrow for the next round.